This episode is brought to you by Cabs Grooming. Try out the best hairpiece in India, Heads Up, by Cabs Grooming at tmbasics.com. Alright gentlemen, there is a stupid misconception floating the air a lot lately. A stupid chain of thought destroying and confusing the Indian men a lot lately. And in today's video, I'll hopefully try to nudge that dumb thought, I'll hopefully try to eradicate it, and I'll hopefully help you with some clarity. What do modern Indian women really want? What do modern Indian metropolitan women really want? What is it that they seek in a man in 2023? Why are the rates of single lonely men increasing every day as we speak? Well, let's figure it out. My name is Mayank Bhattacharya. This is Life Essentials. Let's roll. Okay, so before we get into this complicated debate, this complicated explanation of what do women really want, what do modern ladies really want, we need to understand the nuances, we need to look at the evolutionary biology. Yes, if you are a single man trying to navigate yourself in this complicated dating market, you need to first understand the core of the social dynamic, the core of masculine and the feminine energy. No, not in terms of societal roles or gender roles, but in terms of absolute energy. Because gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we understand this, the day we understand the nuances and the core of social dynamic, the easier our approach, the clearer our perspective, and the happier our life will be. You see, instinctively speaking, biologically and emotionally speaking, a feminine energy will always be drawn, will always be naturally attracted towards a masculine energy. And likewise, a masculine energy will always be drawn and attracted towards a feminine energy. This is how our innate nature is, this is how our biology, this is how our primal instincts are, and this is how we usually live. Because gentlemen, what defines a masculine energy in a man in today's day and age is a whole lot different than what defines a masculine energy in a dog. And that's the epic difference between us and the animals that you see around. Similarly, what defines and what contributes to a feminine energy to a modern man is a whole lot different than the primal species of cats and dogs. So, theoretically speaking, theologically speaking, confidence, independence, and drive, these are defined as something masculine, an energy of masculine that a man must strive. Similarly, happiness, joy, peace, balance, and comfort, these are some of the epic feminine energy that a woman must strive. Now, did you notice how I use the term energies and not the traditional gender roles? Because that's the society we are living in. Because gentlemen, it's not that black and white anymore. It's not that binary, it's not that simple, it's not that 1 and 0 anymore. Women are proactively seeking their independence and confidence now. Men are actively seeking balance, happiness, and families now. So no, nothing is as black and white as what it used to be 4 or 5 decades ago. I mean, back in the day, just being a financial provider, just being financially independent and stable used to qualify as the masculine energy or a masculine man. Similarly, for the girls, for the ladies, it was only about looking pretty, being attractive, and being a homely housewife. But things have changed, society has evolved. Women are making their own money right now, probably even more than their male counterparts. So what is it then? What is it that the modern ladies, what is it that the modern women seek from their counterparts, from the men in the age of 2023? Well, I'm glad you asked. Let's go one by one. You see, for starters, they still do seek a financially stable, a financially independent man. Now, this does not mean that a man needs to be a millionaire or a billionaire, but he needs to be financially stable, he needs to be financially independent. Why? Well, because work, labor, and professional ambition is inherently a very masculine trait. It is inherently a very masculine energy to be around. Because gentlemen, a masculine energy likes labor, it likes to work, it likes to provide. Hell, even without the paycheck. I like to grind and toil even without a damn paycheck. So I do understand how effectively does this labor translate masculinity or a masculine energy to the ladies around. I mean, honestly speaking, how many guys have you seen who have absolute jack shit sense of style, does not groom their hair or their face, lack any physical fitness or whatsoever, are either too skinny or stupendously fat, unhealthy, unattractive, but are filthy rich, financially very well put off, and thus don't have any problem dating or even marrying for that matter. Why? Why is it so? Why are women choosing such ugly, unattractive men? Well, now you know the reason why. Labor in general, work in general, is one of the potent forms of masculine energy, and apparently labor is the easiest form of masculine energy majority men can go out and get. Thus the culture, thus the norm. Now, whether that relationship would last or sustain is a whole different topic to talk about, but in order to get into one, those fat ugly guys can get into one quite easy. But there is a catch. Let me explain. You see, for your personal success and growth, for your personal hunger to become a rich, wealthy man as a whole, these numbers and this chase could be of great value. It could mean a lot to you, and you will probably want to become the richest you could ever be, and all of that there is. But for a lady, or for someone who is your partner, who is your girlfriend, who is going to be your wife, this does not hold all that value, especially if you aren't going to be a millionaire or a billionaire in the coming decades. Why? Well, because women are making their own money any which way. They would want you to make your money. They'll be drawn towards the fact that you do work hard for your money. But if you aren't making extraordinary money, if you aren't a millionaire in the making, or if you aren't a billionaire solving $1 billion problem, you aren't going to add much value, only with your financial stability. So in case you didn't get it, let me explain it to you one more time. In case you aren't a millionaire, in case you aren't a billionaire in the making, this chase of financial glory isn't going to solve your relationship, dating, or retentionship problem. Yes, if you aren't exponentially richer than the average crowd, if you aren't exponentially wealthier than the average masses, your wealth is not going to solve this problem. Therefore, the clarity. Now, this does not mean that you have to be a broke 25-year-old. I'm not telling you to be jobless. I'm not telling you to be lazy. I'm not telling you to be complacent or lethargic about your life. Just because women don't seek financial independence the way you thought they would 50 years ago, it does not mean they don't appreciate it. It does not mean they don't see it as a masculine trait in a masculine man. I mean, that's what we discussed in the first part of this video. You have to be ambitious. You have to work hard. But be very aware and be very clear of the thought that this work ethic or this working hard is not going to be the only reason for your partner to be by your side. Because unlike the popular belief, gentlemen, what is a lot more important to modern Indian metropolitan women, what is a whole lot more important for the global modern women, is the fact that you're available, you're free. Is the fact that you can actually provide love, care, warmth, nurture, and your masculine hospitality, your honest commitment, your absolute confidence, your respect, love, and loyalty. That's what the modern day women actually seek. So yes, if you aren't free, if you aren't ready and willing to put in the effort, put in the time of love, loyalty, and respect, this isn't going to work out well for you. I mean, if you put a gun on my head and force me to tell you a thing or two that will probably help you in the process, even if you're super busy, then it could be just this. One, you actually have to find yourself someone who's really very outdated, who's really very old school, and is absolutely fine with your lack of commitment or availability. If you aren't able to provide her any free time, she should be fine with it from the very get-go. Now, finding such women is a task of its own, but if you try hard, maybe you can have some luck there. Or two, you can further add into your masculinity, you can further add into your masculine energy. You can probably become a lot more fitter, a lot more sexier, a lot more well-dressed, a lot more well-groomed, a lot better communicated, and all that there is, so that there could be a fair trade-off with your lack of time and availability. This is a long process. It will probably take you 5 to 10 years. If you are willing to do that, then nothing like it. Or three, stay single and work hard. Work as hard as you can so that you can buy yourself the free time with the money that you have made working hard as of right now, whenever you seek an active partner in the coming days or in the future. Which brings me to this very interesting cross section of free time and ambition. Because I know some of you, if not most of you, will ask this question of what is this point, what is this need of the free time? Why do women need our free time all that much? Well, let me explain it, and let me explain it quite easy. You see, the way a woman seeks comfort, love and affection is a whole lot different than their male counterparts. Most men seek their traditional love and respect via physical and emotional intimacy. A man adores a girl, a man loves a girl, a man respects a girl when she can hear him out, when she can de-stress him, when she can be by his side, when she can be the spine whenever he is feeling weak or whenever he is feeling lost in his day-to-day activities. Now this support could mean physical, emotional, intellectual, whatever that there is. So theoretically speaking, theologically speaking, a man is bound to love and respect a well-behaved, sweet, social, balanced, peaceful and a very happy feminine energy. Because gentlemen, by definition, masculinity or the masculine energy is very penetrative. It is highly prone to burnouts, breakdowns, chaos, anxieties and internal and mental chaos. And a feminine energy, the feminine energy in this case, does wonders for that masculinity, for that penetrative mindset. This brings in the calm, this brings in the peace, this brings in the happiness, the joy that a man or the masculine usually seeks. It is the beautiful yin and yang, you see. There is a balance and this is the balance to the society. But hey, likewise, a woman appreciates loyalty, love and respect as well. Likewise, a woman appreciates some attention as well. Yes, a woman loves a man who can display his affection, who can give her the attention every now and then. Now, just how a man does not seek or a man does not need that emotional, intellectual or physical comfort 24/7, neither does a woman. But the intent, the gesture and the availability of a man to do so every now and then is what makes it dynamic. It is what makes it very attractive and interesting. Even if it means 15 minutes to half an hour daily. But the intent and the gesture is what matters the most. Now, if you both are working partners, working couple or working parents, you both need to be playing your roles appropriately. If you aren't available, if you both are very busy, very ambitious with your career and life, then the very decision to even start a family needs to be thought out quite wisely. I am 31 years old and half of my friends, actually most of my friends are already married. Some of them even have their family all together. But the thing that I have been hearing most from them, or the thing that they complain about and seek my active advice on, is this very concept. Maybe you're too young watching this, maybe you're too young hearing this, but this may come very handy going forward. If you both do plan to start a family, you both need to play your equal roles in that given society, in your micro family society. If you aren't available for them, if you aren't available for your son or daughter, if she is not available for the son and daughter, then it is not a very wise advice to begin with. Because gentlemen, that's exactly what a woman in today's day and age seeks. That's exactly what a modern woman of 2023 actively seeks. They seek equality, they seek balance, they seek an equal half, they seek a masculine energy to their innate femininity. But that has got nothing to do with your traditional gender roles. I mean, I see a lot of extreme dumb debates on the internet these days where they say the society should roll back 150 years and go back to the medieval age where gender roles were the only thing that could define and take care of an ideal family. Well, that's a dumb thought to live by and that's a stupid lifestyle to follow if you are living in the day and age of 2023. Nobody is going back, especially women aren't going back to that lifestyle anymore because that's slavery to them. You can't give independence to someone and then take it back. It is called slavery and we as a society are way past that bullshit. So if we as a society aren't rolling back anymore, what should we do next? How should we approach this situation going forward? Well, I think for the urban modern men and for the urban modern ladies, it's high time we understand the nuances of intersocial dynamic. It is high time we understand the essence of a traditional masculine and a traditional feminine energy and thus use those actual core values to navigate our 2023 or whenever you're watching this piece. I mean, women will still stop and stare at a good-looking, tall, rich, handsome, muscular guy. Men will still stop and gaze at a pretty, attractive, smiling face they see nearby. That's just how we are and that's just how our energies work as is. It is good to acknowledge it. It is good to be aware of it. But we have to know that in today's day and age, that is not it. You being attractive won't cut it. He being rich won't cut it. We need to become more mindful. We need to become more aware. We need to become more conscious of the world and the society we are living in. If women are seeking their confidence and financial freedom, men should seek their balance, happiness, and joy within themselves as well. If women are becoming more prettier and attractive these days, men should also work on their good looks and handsomeness as well. Because remember, financial stability or independence is not the only factor anymore. She being pretty and attractive is not her only factor anymore. If you proactively seek an ambitious, independent girl, then you also have to be aware of the fact that you need to become a lot more balanced, a lot more stable, a lot more available for that ambitious, independent girl. And a confused, depressed, victimized, lost mind isn't a solution to this lost cause. And no, it is not a solution for your single, lonely life as well. Gentlemen, if you do not wish to accept the reality and actively seek a partner for yourself, someone who can calm you, someone who can balance you, someone who can give you joy, happiness, and warmth, then you have to work on it by yourself. You have to meditate, you have to travel, you have to exercise, you have to dress well, you have to groom yourself, you have to become financially stable and do all of it that you can do to help you live a single but a happy life, which is not advisable and not possible for the 99% of the global male population. So out goes the sanity and in comes the barrage of single, depressed, lonely men. Well, your life, your choices, live it wisely. My name is Mayank Bhattacharya. Thanks a lot for watching this Life Essentials video. I'll see you in the next one. Jai Hind.